Hello YouTube, I'm the Toff Man and welcome back to some more Going Old Style with me, the Toff Man. Welcome back guys, it's part 8 and last episode we derped quite a lot on forestry and we're going to continue a little bit on forestry, but first I need to be able to make something to make my life a hell of a lot easier when it comes to forestry. Number one, I need more of this bog earth. And if we take a look at the bog earth recipe, it doesn't matter what I do, I cannot get away from the fact I need water. Whether it be cells, whether it be buckets, whether it be cans, whatever it is, I need water. So what I'm going to actually do, guys, is I don't know if I can actually make this work with cans, but buckets seems to be something I can do anyway. Ooh, I forgot about the Evertide amulet. I need a way of automatically making water buckets. Now this is where things get a little bit interesting, because I am going to go into a little bit of red power now. Now this is something I haven't done throughout this entire series so far. I've not gone into red power at all. I'm going to want something called a deployer from red power. Now you should see it's quite easy to make. To be honest, I'm surprised it hasn't got an EMC. Everything else has an EMC. I'm surprised that that doesn't have one. But a piston, chest, redstone. Right, let's get the stuff that we need. Let's put that into there. And I need to try to find, there it is, the piston. So I'll get a piston, I'll get a chest. Burn that back up, put that back into there. Oh, I got an ender pearl as well, guys. I don't know if I've actually shown that on camera. I think my redstone's actually a little bit more than that. Whoops. Where is my redstone? Oh, I'm on matter, look. That's my problem. No lock. Here we go. Right, let's get that onto there. Oh, it says no lock again. That's good, but I'm not getting anything that I actually need. Redstone, there it is. Bit of redstone, and I'm locked on fuel at the minute, so let's get that out. There we are. And we need some cobblestone. Now, I actually do believe... Have I not got any cobblestone kicking around? It should be over in one of these chests if I did. I do. And I'm actually... Because I'm going to be using a lot of cobblestone, I'm going to slip that into there, guys. And I'm just going to go and grab a full-on stack of it and leave that as... Whoops. And leave that as my little targeting thing. Right there. Okay, so... Like this, that, and that. Deployer. What this actually acts like, guys, is if I was to put this like this and give this an empty bucket, say for example, and I give this a redstone pulse, it will then act like a right click on the block in front of it. So it will right click water, for instance, and it will fill that bucket of water. That's all well and good, but I need it to be somewhat automated. So that's where the problem lies. And it's been a long time since I've messed around with red power, guys. So please do excuse me if I derp something like this up, because it has been a long time, guys. Oh, I had some redstone in there all that time. Now I know that there's such a thing in red power. There it is, the retriever. Woof. Okay, we need brass and blue alloy for this, as well as a filter, and this requires these red doped wafers. Okay, this is going to require something from red power, called, is it an alloy furnace? I think it is. Or blue electric. Ooh. An alloy furnace, guys, which is basically bricks. Oops, let me go to sleep really quickly. So if I'm going to look for clay or bricks or anything like that, I'm not sure if I've actually got any in here. That's a good question. If I had some, I should be able to see it by now over here. Let's get the sugarcane. Yeah, I just don't have any clay. I don't have any clay at this moment in time, but that's not a problem. I can go out and find some clay, or should be able to find some clay. Now, in this sort of version... I think clay is difficult to come by, if I remember correctly. I only need one piece though, so it shouldn't be too bad. Hello, clay? Clay? Is that some? I think we found it already, guys. There we go, look at this. I'm going to grab a bit of this. Save me messing around. And then what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to cook this up into some bricks, get the block for that, and then we can use it then in the tablet just to get the bricks that we need rather than messing around you know, cooking it all up. Well, there we go. That was quite easy, guys. 4 bits of brick right there. Let's pop that into there, get that learnt. Get that like that. And we need 7 more. Oops, I did not want to do that. Along with that. And then Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Bricks. And that gives us the alloy furnace. So I'm going to stick that right above the normal furnace here. It requires fuel, obviously. Now we're going to go and get some coal inside here. Oh, we can go with charcoal, actually. It'll be a lot easier. There we go. We're going to slip that into there. Now, how do we make this? Well, that is a good point, actually. It's been a long, long time since I've done red doped wafers. I think it's got something to do with silicon. A silicon boule that you cut up. Oh, and it doesn't tell me how to make a silicon boule either. Oh, guys, give me a second. Alright, I've got a little recipe sheet in front of me now, which should be able to help me out with this. So basically, I'm going to need 8 coal and 8 sand. So let's get the coal first. Oh, that's charcoal. Let's just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coal. I'm going to burn that back up, change it back to no lock. And then the sand, of course. So let's get this right down as far as we can to sand. Oops, to sand. Wooden plank. We're getting there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, oh, we're going to say we'll leave all that in there, but I can't, can I? It won't let me. So let's put that and that into there, and that will get me a silicon boule. From there, we can create a diamond saw from red power also. There it is. Diamond handsaw. I think that's the one. I think we can use that. So 3 stick, 2 iron, 2 diamond. 2 diamond. 3. Oh my god! I wish we had that search function that was put in later on. 3 sticks, wasn't it? Whoops. 3 sticks. I could have just done that there. Look. 3 stick, 2 diamond, 2 iron, wasn't it? So if we do that, 1, 2 iron. Do that, and then there we go. We should be able to craft what we need to craft. A diamond handsaw. Now if we get our silicon boule with our diamond handsaw, we should be able to cut this up into silicon wafers. To get red doped wafers, you put the silicon wafer into there along with some redstone. Now I do believe it's 4 pieces per one. Oh no, that's blue alloy ingot. How do I get the wafers? Oh no, yeah, I'm right. 4 pieces and 1 wafer, that will get me a red doped wafer. And that is exactly what we are after. For our retriever, for all the little bits and bobs that we need for that, that is how we make this sort of stuff. So if we take a look at the retriever then, I before E, Toffman, I before E, it's the filter. Okay, we need 2 gold, a piston and 5 cobble. Now luckily for me, just need the 2 gold and a piston. Oh. And the cobble. So it's 2 gold. Which way around was it? The piston in the middle. I need 1 more. Like that, and then the red doped wafer, and that gets us the filter. The filter is pretty much exactly what you would expect it to be. It's a filter, guys. It will filter certain items out and let them continue on through the system. However, we're not going to be using that. We're going to be using the retriever. That's different. Now we're going to need brass ingots. Again, the recipe is not in here for this, but I do happen to know this one actually off the top of my brain, and that is 3 copper and 1 zinc. I do believe. If zinc's a thing in this, I forget if zinc is a thing. Copper, 2, 3, and zinc. Am I right? Or is it tin? I could swear it was zinc. I'll get a bit of tin, and I'll see. I swear it was. Oh, it's actually tin. Okay. I didn't realise that they used tin in this particular mod pack. It's usually zinc, but maybe limitations back in those days. So there's the brass ingots that we need. I've just realised I've taken the silver out, and I don't want to do that, so let's put that back. Brilliant. How to make the rest. A couple of ender pearls, which I happen to have, and a piece of leather, which I also happen to have. Ender pearls. Let's put you into there. A couple of ender pearls. Good. A piece of leather, so we'll get that down to that. We shouldn't be too... There we are. I do this every time. I leave that one in the middle. And a blue alloy ingot. Now that actually needs a little bit of silver. Silver. And it requires nickelite as well, which I'm going to have to get out of here because I don't have any to hand. It is classed as a fuel as well, so nickelite. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is for 1. Let's burn that back up. Beautiful. So I can't believe this is still going. Actually, that is pretty sad. Pretty sad about that. It's still just burning away. Nickelite and the silver ingot will get us the 1 blue alloy ingot, which is fantastic. Good stuff. So that, and what else? A couple of pieces of iron. Okay, I've missed that. Oh, that's silver, not iron. 1, 2 pieces of iron. Lovely jubbly. And that'll get us the retriever. Now, the good thing about the... Well, I say a good thing. The thing about the retriever is if you click on it, you've got 2 bars on the left-hand side here, which is battery and power. It does require power. And the red power's power is in the form of blue... The nickelite, the blue electric, it's called. And I need a blue electric... What is it that I need? I forget what I need now. Oh, the solar panels. I'm sure they are. These things, the solar panels. Now I need blue doped wafers and another blue alloy ingot for this. Let me get all the bits and bobs together because I'm going to need a few of these solar panels. Maybe 4 or so to be able to make this. So I'm going to get 4 solar panels and I will be back. While the blue doped wafers are currently, you know, cooking up, I need to make a bigger Klein Star. Unfortunately, I've run out of room. So the Klein Star Via is next. Now that's actually worth... how much EMC? Let's stick that in there anyway. It's now learnt. We've got 159,000 EMC in there. We do need to replace that a little bit, but I ended up with way too much EMC in the form of dark matter build up in my little dark matter farm that I've got going on over there, so that was a problem. 3, 5, there we go. We've got all 8 of them. That means we've got 4 solar panels, which is brilliant. That is exactly what we're going to be needing. I was looking at a battery box, but I don't think I actually need some of that. What I do need, though, is this cable. Now, where is it? Actually, it's bundled cable, but it's not because... Is it wire? Is it called wire in this? Yeah, it is, look. Blue alloy wire, which is wool surrounded by... well, it's wool surrounding some blue alloy ingot. Now, I do believe we've got string in here, so it shouldn't be too hard... to get. So if we get the diamond, actually get one of them. I believe we've got string kicking around in here. We should have. We've got a bow. We've got no string in here. That is a shame. That is a real shame. Why have I not got string? That's ridiculous. Maybe we're not going down far enough. Let's get down to the seeds. Arrow. I just don't think we've got string in here, guys. By the looks of things, we've just not got string. Ah, it is interesting. And we haven't got wool either. Have I got my backpack on? I haven't. I'm pretty sure I've seen some sheep floating around over in this direction. Don't worry, guys. Stormcraft will be coming. We need to sort that little area out over there. And it will be coming, believe me. Because I don't want to get taken over by that sort of stuff. So we'll sort that out. No, I can't seem to find any sort of string at the minute. Does string have a recipe in this pack? Can we make string somehow? Nothing that I have, unfortunately. So string is actually eluding us, and we definitely need string. Where there's a will, there's definitely a way. Oh, and I've got a grapewood sapling as well. Nice. Okay, well, that saves me a little bit of bother. Let's go back home. The last one of the blue alloy ingots is about to finish. Brilliant. We should now be able to make ourselves some blue alloy wire. Wonderful. So that is now going to be able to connect up to the solar panels, which is going to be able to connect up to the retrievers. Now I'm actually going to go just out of the back here for this particular endeavour, because around here I'm going to have like auto crafting and stuff like that eventually. So I'm going to come outside here now. I'm going to do a little bit of dirt. I don't have dirt, but cobblestone. I suppose I can aim at that. Just want a little bit of dirt. That's good. Let's burn all that up actually. So there's nothing left floating around. And then outside here, I'm going to set up a little area for our... Oops. For our water source to go. Do I have a bucket floating around? I do have a bucket floating around. It's right there. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to need one more piece of water, and then we've got an endless water source over at this end as well. I'm so glad I got that EMC thing sorted out now, because, man, do we need it. Do we need it? Actually, I wonder if I'd have took it from there if it had replaced it for me. That would have been an interesting experiment to do. So let me pop it right there. So now I've got an endless water source. Deployer goes, oh, that's the retriever. Deployer goes here, guys, bang, like that, facing inside. If we put the bucket there, and we grab ourselves a button, or a lever, I think either or would do. It only shows downwards, doesn't it? It's a bit annoying. So I'm going to have to go all the way down again, aren't I? Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. Right, the arrow and the lever, there it is. So let's burn that back up, and I'll show you exactly what this will do. So if we pop that there, you see that? It actually made a water bucket, which is fantastic. And of course, all of this come back again. And what we want to do, guys, is be able to automate this system somewhat using the retriever. The retriever is actually going to be placed... Let's do that. I'm going to need to retrieve empty buckets as well, actually, doing this. And I need another retriever to do that, so I'm going to have to build another retriever. But if we're going to do this, guys, I think that's how we're going to do it. Yes. And then we'll have a chest on the back there. It's going to take a little bit of setup, actually. Just give me a second there, guys. Okay, I should have pretty much everything to be able to make this work. I'm going to put a water bucket in there because I want it to retrieve actual water buckets, obviously. The only thing it can retrieve from on this circuit is here, which currently has nothing inside there. This retriever actually works by getting empty buckets from what would be this chest. I need to put some empty buckets in there. It will pull them out, put them into the deployer. On a redstone pulse, I still need to set the redstone up, actually, guys. That's a good point. On a redstone pulse, it will then pulse, and then it will get a water bucket, redstone water bucket. And then, again, on a redstone pulse, I think... Is that the right way? Do this. On a redstone pulse, this will then retrieve the water buckets, which will then go into this, and then go into the chest at the top there, and that's got water buckets just in there. Right, we need some bits and bobs from Red Power to be able to make this work. I'm going to need to redstone all this up. The first thing that needs to get set off is this bucket thing, so that all these ends up in here. Once the empty bucket ends up in there, it then needs a redstone pulse, and then that one needs a redstone pulse after this, to then retrieve the water buckets. I'm going to need redstone wire, red alloy ingot wire, red alloy wire, that's the one, to be able to make this work. I'm also going to need some repeaters, which I know that Red Power does their own repeater, this one right here, which I am going to have to go ahead and make just a couple, couple of those because I want the same signal, but I want it to go to 3 different places at 3 different times. And to do that, the repeater has to come out. The stone wafers is pretty easy, guys. You just put some smooth stone into a furnace, and then you get some of the lovely jubbly stone wafers. So let's go ahead and get down to that. There it is. So if we get down to the smooth stone, just going to get 16 of them, and then get these cooking up into wafers. I don't have anything whatsoever in order to get that. Right, here we go. Oh, charcoal. Just get a stack of charcoal. That's absolutely fine. Slip that into there. Do all this. Basically, I've just got to make some of these redstone torches. I've got some redstone wire on top of stone wafers. I've got to make 3 of these repeaters. I've got to make some red alloy ingots as well, which, if you guys don't know, is 4 pieces of redstone and a piece of iron in here. And then we'll be good and ready and raring to go. Once I've got everything, I'll be back. Alright, I should have enough now. And I need a solid block, so I'm going to put that on there. I'm actually going to need a button. Now, can I make buttons out of wood in this? I can. Wow. Okay, this is a long time ago. Right, let's put that onto there. I just want 1 bit of smooth stone then, if that's the case. Just to be able to make a button. How do I make a button? Do buttons even exist in this game? I need 2 stone for a button. Are you kidding me? That's a lot of stone for a button. Right. There we go. A button. I'm going to stick that on there, guys, because this is going to kick everything off. Okay, the first thing it's going to do is there. It's going to come down here. Of course, it's going to hit 1 repeater. Nope, that's not a repeater. It's going to hit 1 repeater. It's going to be a little bit of a... I'll put a couple of bits on there as well. Now, this is an interesting thing. Can I actually move this? I've got no charge left in my thing. Oh my god. When am I going to wake up, guys? All this so I can make some bog earth. It's crazy, isn't it? But bog earth I can't actually deal with in EMC, so I have to do it this way. I do have a backpack floating around. I don't know where it's gone. It's probably be in my IC2 chest just over there. Probably. Probably is, guys. But I should be fine where I am. So we've got the repeater. We just need to get rid of this. And this will probably do, actually. So let's get that repeater down there like this. And then that'll go into there. Okay. Now we need to set this off. So I'm going to have to move this solar panel. It's absolutely fine, guys. It'll be right. It'll be right. I just need another repeater, not there, there, with that on, and then if I do this, bloop, it'll pop into there, and then that'll pop into there like that. And then what we could do is have it come over again. That's a good point, actually. How am I going to do this? So we can actually, if we have this, no, because I can't run it over the top there, can I? Suppose I could. Let me go to sleep really quick. Let me go to sleep really quick. And then I suppose I can do some sort of bridge over the top. It may make no difference. And I can tidy it up some other time. Just get us... Right, some of this will do. Lovely jubbly. And then if I do something like this, guys. We'll get rid of that. And then have this like that. That'll go into there. Right. The repeater will go there instead. It really makes no difference because it will just do what it's told. Oh, hang on a second. I haven't actually put it onto that. I need a little bit of a panel there, but that's absolutely fine. 1, 2. I've got 3 repeaters. I suppose I could put a repeater up here. like that. Give it a couple of blasts, and then it will do the whole thing all over again. So if I do something like this, say for example, and drag that down here, and then have that going into here, I've got to be really, really careful actually. The repeater does have to go back here because otherwise the signal is going to go back over there. So, oh no, I do want the signal to go back that way, don't I? Oh, that's annoying. Right, I'll sort that out in a second, guys. I'll sort this out in a second, this bypass. But basically, what this should now do is give me 1 bucket of water. As soon as I press that button in there, it will pulse this to say it retrieves an empty bucket. It will do so out of this chest. It will then bring it around here and pop it into here. By then, the signal will have come round. We'll have... oh, that's a good point. I do need a repeater up here. Oh, no, I don't. I just need it here. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to give it 3 clicks. I don't know if 2 will be enough for the bucket to get here in time. So 3 clicks will do. That's also going to have 3 clicks. By then, the pulse will have stopped here. But then the bucket will have gone into there. Then this will pulse. Okay. And then it will get a water bucket. The signal will go around here and stop for another 3 ticks of this, whatever that is. And then eventually the signal will go, and then it will retrieve one of the water buckets from this deployer and then put it into that chest at the top. Theory going that is. I will then carry the signal back over, and then it'll be like a clock system, so it'll be constantly going until the chest is full and it can no longer put any more water buckets in here. That is when the whole thing will grind to a halt, shall we say. So let's put that in there then, and let's go ahead and grab us some empty buckets. 3 should be okay. Let's burn that back up. Wrong one. So let's go. It's going. Where's the signal? Is it in here? I don't know where the signal currently is. Maybe that wasn't enough. Right. Let's take that out and give it a try again. This time, we're going to put a lever over here. Have I got this the wrong way around? Have I got this repeater the actual wrong way around? I think I might have, guys. By the looks of things, it might be the wrong way around. Right, let's just try that again. Where's that lever gone? For crying out loud, I didn't mean to do that. I'm not seeing any signal come out of here whatsoever. Doesn't matter which way around I've put it. Signal. Okay, let's do this again. Okay. Get off! That definitely isn't actually going into there. Why? I didn't have it the wrong way. I couldn't have had it the wrong way around. I couldn't have. Ah, there we go. But see, the thing is, it's not worked. Because it's not actually enough. Wait, let me take these out so I'm not messing this up. Let's have 1 click. That's way too short. That's still too short. 3. That's still 2. Should we put it right towards the end here? That's a bit too long. That's way too long now, guys. Oh, it's taking forever. Yeah, there we go, look. And the signal's on forever as well. 4, 5. 3. Let's give it 5. It's still too long. Okay, 6. 6 each. I think that'll be too long as well. That's a shame. 7. That's getting towards the end of the actual thing, isn't it? Is it one more click and then that's the longest one? Right, I think that will have to do then, if that is the case. Does that mean that one though? Right, okay, that's not too bad actually. We can live with that. We can live with that. Let's put the buckets into here then. And then watch it in all of its glory. So the bucket's gone in. There's that. The bucket's now changed into a water bucket. That's fantastic. There's the water bucket coming through. And then back into the chest at the back here. Okay, that's not too bad. Right, let's do this one more time because it's going to do it for us anyway. There we go. It's not exactly very fast, guys, I have to say. But if we can get this on a clock, we can constantly have a full chest of water buckets just on the top here. And that might be a good idea. Oh, it automatically does that. There, we can have a full chest of water buckets just on the top here. I think that'd be a good idea. I think that will be a good idea. And about 60 seconds later, we get a bucket of water. It'd be a damn sight lot easier just to get a bucket of water, just get a bucket with a water source here, to be honest, and then just click a load of buckets. But anyways, this will get better over time. We will definitely make that better. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Next episode, we're going to come back and finish off our bog earth on this. I'm going to slightly tweak all this, guys. I'm going to get it ready for next episode so we're not spending too much time on this sort of system over here. But that's going to be it, guys. Until next time, if you're enjoying this series, please go ahead and give it a like, guys. I'm loving it so far. Really like the old style. And until next time, I've been the Toffman. As always, stay safe.